Yo, what's up, everybody? You know, fix this. Fix this right here. Welcome, my YouTube friends, as I get the Mike Dolce Show podcast audience up and running. What's up, everybody? You know what day it is. You know what time it is. It's time. Time to clear my throat. Terrible. Music never my thing. Never my thing. As much as I wanted to be a play music, not be a musician, never a goal to be a musician, but I wanted to have that artistic ability to make music, and it never came to fruition. I did go through a period of jazz, deep blues, and big in the harmonica. I figure, oh shit, I could do a harmonica. I could learn how to play harmonica. I travel so much, I could just have a harmonica, and I could play the harmonica, no problem. Bruce Springsteen plays a harmonica. How badass is that? And I took lessons, even harmonica lessons, and it was terrible. It was like in this weird strip mall, in this like music store, and then you go in the back of the music store, and these like little like faux like booths built, like a massage room, but smaller, much smaller, like the size of a small apartment bathroom. And my instructor, you'd like sit face to face, and the room was so small and tight, you'd be in your chair and you'd be almost knee to knee. There'd be like half an inch of like daylight between like his knees and my knees. And the whole time I'd be like, don't let your knees touch him. Don't let your knees touch him. And then I'm trying to figure out how to play the harmonica. And it's like, you got to like blow and then suck in. And it's just like, oh, and he's like, oh, the more spit, the better. The more sloppy you can get it, the better. I was like, this is a fucking weird experience right now. I went to a few appointments just to make sure it was super weird. And it was. I couldn't get past the sloppy, slobbery, dirty, germy harmonica, even though it was my dirty germs on the harmonica. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Didn't want to do it. So I stopped that. And then I'm too clumsy to I'm too clumsy to even hold a guitar, let alone play a guitar. So hopefully I'll pass the or not pass anything on. Hopefully my daughters didn't inherit any of my terrible music skills. And what does that have to do with a video about the best exercise for fat loss, though? A podcast about the best exercise for fat loss. Many of you want to know. You came here to understand the best exercise for fat loss. Well, those of you who are here now past the 2 minute mark, you've probably noticed what I do. The first 2 minutes are for the looky loos. The first 2 minutes of YouTube videos typically are for the looky loos, the people that are just cruising by and they're looking to see some butt shots, or boob shots, or some sort of weird drama type of information. I don't even know. And I'm just making this shit up right now as I'm saying it. But what I've seen is the first 2 minutes of people, they're just window shopping. You guys, those who stay past 2 minutes, you guys deserve the real information, the valuable jewels, because what I'm doing here is I'm giving you guys free information, valuable information that people pay big money for. World class athletes, Hollywood celebrities, heads of state pay big money for this Dolce diet information. And I give it out free to you every day. I come on here around 11 o'clock Pacific Standard. We go on our IG live podcast, The Mike Dolce Show, and we give live information every day, actionable information that you can actually use to get in the best shape of your life, to start living your best life. We do that for free. So I'm fidgeting with the microphone. I got because it's slightly too low, so I have to hunch just a little bit. And I need it higher. I need it to be up here. But if I'm too far away, I don't think the sound picks up as well. So as I'm talking, let me see if I can do this. Oh, there we go. A little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit high. I think that's it. So now I can sit here and talk straight into this and be perfect. Now let's see if it drops. Sorry, those who are listening to on the podcast and don't see what an idiot I am right now, but that's okay. I accept my idiotness, and I also embrace my other benefit, and that benefit is the ability to tell you guys what actually works in the health and fitness world. Now, what is the best exercise for fat loss? That's the question. It's actually really easy answer. It's nothing that you think it is. It's nothing that you've bought. It's nothing that you need to buy anything for. It is very simply walking, walking, walking. Just walk, human, bipedal organism. Just walk, human. Just walk, human. That is by far the best exercise for fat loss. By far. Well, how far do I walk? How much do I walk? How often do you walk? Walk as much as you can, as often as you can, human, bipedal organism. When you get up and walk your fat ass from the sofa to the refrigerator to get your whatever disgusting drink candy bites, you're walking, right? Imagine if instead of walking the refrigerator to get your disgusting drink candy bites, I don't think that's a real product, you walked out your front door and around your block, came home and sat back down and didn't eat anything. Well, shit. Definitely losing fat there, right? Of course, everybody was like, yeah, you'll lose fat. You'll lose fat there, right? You'll lose fat there. Instead of walking in the fridge to eat disgusting nastiness, you actually walk out your front door and walk around the block, come back and sit down and keep doing nothing, keep not burning calories. You'll lose fat that way. Well, that's a lifestyle approach. That's a different habit. And that still holds weight in this conversation. But the best exercise is simply walking. Go for a walk. We suggest LIST, low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity, ideally while fasted, first thing in the morning. Wake up, use the restroom, wash your dirty little pee hands, step on the scale, record your weight, drink 16 ounces of room temperature water, put on your little shoes, walk out your front door. There you go. You're walking. Just do that. Do that every day for 30, 45, 60 minutes a day. You're done. Easy, 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 easy. If you're living a relatively healthy lifestyle, eating a proper, well balanced diet, training with resistance twice a week, and once every 5 days really should be the minimum resistance type of work the human actually does. Twice a week, even better. 3 times a week. Now we're almost doing it too much. 5 times a week, that you should. Now you better be an athlete at the higher level because otherwise you're shutting down. Walking, though, is the key. Walking is everything. Walking. Just walk. Just stop all the bullshit. Stop worrying about the pre-cores and the ellipticals and the airdynes and the rowers and the fancy shoes and the water treadmills and the I forget the name of the company now with the rubberized treads. Forget about all that shit. Forget about the fat burners and the detoxes. Just start walking. Just walk. How many times do I got to say? You know it works, right? You know it works. Just walk and eat appropriately. Don't eat like a dickhead. Like, and some of you are like, well, I know someone, that fat lady at work. Well, she walks every day. Yeah, she walks 36. I know a lot of fat people who walk every day because they go home and they eat like shit. They eat like shit. They go to Wendy's on the way home and they get a fucking burger with bacon and a potato with sour cream and a frosty or a just soda beverage and a parfait. And they get the small size so they think they're being good. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about here. I'm talking to people who are living relatively healthy lives, not super crazy. You don't have to be super dogmatic. You don't have to be Jeremy Buendia. You don't have to be who's another good one? Misty May, and who is the other one? Uh, Terrible at pop culture. Terrible. Jesus Christ. I got to get a TV, but no, I don't. No, I don't. You guys know I don't have TV, right? I don't know what's happening out there. I'm stuck in like late 90s, early 2000s pop culture because I don't know what the fuck's going on in the world. These movies come out. I know I'm completely rant right now, but I'll rant with you guys for a couple seconds. These movies pop up on our iTunes. I'm like, fucking Independence Day, like Will Smith movie, and no, it's some new kid. It kind of looks like Thor, but is not. Um, Jeff Goldblum's still there. So I don't know about any of that shit. Like that movie came out and I found out about it like 2 years after it was sitting on iTunes. And that's pretty cool. So I got no idea what's happening out there in most of the world, which is a great thing. I highly suggest it to everybody. politics. Could care less. Yet I probably know more about politics than the average person by far. Because I actually study what the laws are. I actually study the context, study the text. Don't study what Yahoo or Fox or CNN or MSNBC or anybody else tells me to think, though. That's for sure. And the same could be said when it comes to health and fitness, that there's so much false information out there. It's hard for real people, regular people, to wade through the bullshit. And that's what I'm here for. The most honest man in fitness, right here, talking to you guys. The most honest man in fitness, bringing you actionable advice that you can use to immediately improve your life. And it's the same information that my world class athletes use and Hollywood celebrities use and heads of state use. Some of the most important, influential people in your life follow our advices, our programs, consume our products and services, our clients and close friends. And this is what they do. This is what we do with them. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. So everybody who runs around and hawks all this other bullshit, they don't know how it's done. They're not doing it. They're selling something. Likely they're selling the wrong shit. You can sell the right shit, no problem. Yeah, the dude who's selling water, that's good product, right? Happy for that one. The dude who's selling fucking neon bogus bullshit, though, shame, shame. Let me answer some questions real quick. Roman Gray, what's up, man? Steel Jack City, what up, homie? Aaron Tome, betting on burpees. Nope, not burpees. Not burpees. Why? Because you'll gas out on burpees in a minute. Nope, not burpees. Just walk. Go walk for 60 minutes. Walk at a brisk pace for 60 minutes. Fasted. Whoo. Watch how fucking lean you get. Watch how rapidly your body changes. Watch how firm that booty gets just by walking. Just watch what happens. Watch what happens. Mike Cole, Dolce, what's up, man? Greg Parr. When is the last time you mixed it up or sparred? I haven't sparred in a long time. I've grappled. I'll probably grapple some months quite a few times, some months not at all. Sometimes I'll go like a month or two. I try not to go more than 2 months without training, like grappling for a couple weeks. It's difficult though. Difficult with my time and schedule, and I'm making that up to a degree because everybody has time and schedule issues. It's hard for me to get to structured practices, I should say, because it's not a priority in my life, and I take for granted I have so many friends who are fighters and athletes and black belts and instructors and all that stuff. So typically I get my training when I travel a lot, because when I travel, I tend to travel with athletes or for athletes and be a part of camps. So when I'm there, then I have the time because I'm fitting into their schedule to grapple. So when the athlete's training, I'm typically training at the same time. But when I'm here in Vegas at home base, I take advantage of my strength and conditioning facility and train like an athlete, but I don't get much training out here in Vegas. That's actually, now that you're asking the question, I'm thinking back, most of my training sessions happen elsewhere. That's the way it is. Just lots of blowing and sucking and nasty spit action going on. Jeweet, exactly. The fucking harmonica. I was like, I can't do this. I just can't do this. I could have been able to get by because enough manly men, enough fucking, great musicians and whatever have contributed through the harmonica. And it's a beautiful instrument if played properly, for sure. I just couldn't get past the hygiene of it. That's all. It was for me. It was strictly hygiene. Strictly, I didn't care if it was like if I was like shaking, using like a shake weight. I'm not even gonna do the motion because you guys will probably create a fucking meme. It was like if I had a shake weight and it was like shake weighting it into my mouth, and somehow there was no hygiene issue and it made beautiful music. That's the music. I play that instrument. I don't give a fuck how it looks. Whatever. If I can make like this beautiful music, shaking a shake weight like into my mouth. Jesus, that's a terrible visual. But if there was no hygiene issue, no saliva and spit and germs being transmitted back and forth and put into a weird sheath that isn't disinfected, and then a day later I'm using it again or shaking it again, no. So I don't really care about the phallicness, if that's a term, of the harmonica and the sliding and the sucking, but that sounds crappy or creepy. I don't think I'll talk about that with you guys ever again. Jason Myers, can men get a hiatal hernia? I don't know specifically, as you're being specific with the hiatal hernia. Men can certainly get hernia. I've suffered from 2 hernias and didn't have them corrected, patched up. They patched themselves up, thankfully. Probably a little bit of scar tissue there I should have fixed one day. Um, but I don't have enough information on it. That's not my true skill set or experience base. Um, I could do a quick search in about 30 seconds and probably give you the right answer, as could you. But being that you're saying hiatal, I don't know specifically, and I don't want to offer any sort of diagnosis. Jewy, we already know it's listed in the AM fasted. Boom, done. Exactly, Jewy. Lewis, best meat, Mike. Wild caught meat. I walk 30 kilometers a day. Mike Lee says, fuck yeah, Mike. Jason Myers just got done walking. That's what's up. Jewy, I have to pick up my son. Keep putting out great content. I'll listen to the rest later. Appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. And everybody who's here, leave a thumbs up on this video so I know you like the content. If not, that's fine. Then don't. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click on notifications so you know when we are live, ranting and talking, answering your questions. Mike Lee, specifically, walking near water and trees alone when there is no one. I love it. After 4 to 5 hours of walking, you start to have epiphanies and mental breakthroughs. I love it, man. And that's the whole point. That what I say is about we're human. We're biological organisms. We are designed to walk for long distances at relatively low speed. J Hybrid are good, reliably sourced recovery and sleep support supplements any good? Um, I don't know. You have to tell me specifically which ones. Sammy says Phil Heath or Big Rammy this Olympia. I don't think Bill Rammy can get tight enough and dry enough. Rammy has to come in looking like a Dorian Yates. You know, he's got to come in with that Dorian Yates, Branch Warren type of granite, thin skin to his frame. And he probably needs to come in. I'd say Rammy needs to come in the 280s. 275 maybe, just looking at his body mass and if his reported body weight is correct. I don't think he needs to come in even close to 300 pounds. I think he needs to be under 280 to have that look, because the leaner he gets, as long as they can fill him out, which they should be able to do. I can fill out athletes pretty well. I'm not trying to do that because the amount of drugs that they're doing is a whole nother story. And that's a question. What I mean, it's really it's in my opinion, professional bodybuilding, it is chemical warfare. It's whose body responds best to the drugs. That's what professional bodybuilding is. And you guys know that's true. All the pro bodybuilders know it's true. It doesn't mean these motherfuckers don't have to work hard, because bodybuilders in general, work harder, suffer more than almost any other athlete I know. So this is not a diss at them at all. But at the highest level of bodybuilding, it's scientific warfare, pharmaceutical warfare. It's genetic warfare, because it's how does each person's body respond to drugs. The best bodybuilders typically respond the best at lower levels of drugs. That's typically the way it goes. And you listen to any smart bodybuilder, intelligent bodybuilder, honest bodybuilder, they'll say the same thing. They don't look the way they do because of the drugs, but because of the drugs, they're able to get to a level that their peers can't get to, that are all taking the same or more. Phil Heath, I've never been a fan of Phil Heath's physique. I think Phil Heath has great body parts, but the totality of his physique is just not well balanced. It's not well proportioned. It's not aesthetic. He's got great body parts, so I'm not dissing his body, at all. He's got great body parts, but they just don't fit him properly. So other athletes look much better. William Bonac looks much better. Dexter Jackson next to Phil Heath is not even close. Phil Heath, I would put in the Rolly Winkler category of amazing body parts that just don't quite flow well. Phil Heath to me is a top 3 to 6 bodybuilder. So if I'm one of the 5 judges, that's the way that I'm scoring it. But also Phil Heath is a dickhead. So that's why I really, and I'm trying to, I'll critique him as an athlete, rightfully so. He's a dickhead. So based upon personality, Phil Heath should be 16th. So I think I'm showing I'm not biased by saying he should probably be 3rd through 6th most of the time. But personality wise, he's just a dick. And that sucks for a champion to be such a dick, like such an egocentric, narcissistic dick. And he's a hater. Phil Heath is one of the biggest haters out there. You look at great champions like a Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates did hardly any media, right? Hardly any media did Dorian Yates ever do. And Dorian Yates is still one of the most popular Mr. Olympias ever, beloved by all. Never talked shit about anybody. Never acted anything less than just a humble workman of his craft. The best in the world. Lee Haney, same thing. Lee Haney is beloved. Phil Heath won't be beloved at all. Even if he goes on to 8 and 9 and 10, even he still won't be. He'll be a side note. Yeah, Phil Heath won the most. Everybody really loved Ronnie. They loved Dorian. They loved Lee. They loved Jay. They love those guys. Phil Heath, on the other hand, not because he's a dick, plain and simple. Ahmed, but I do think Phil will most likely beat Ramy this year. If Ramy can't get that look, that granite, fucking super tight granite look, then he's a top six guy, maybe. Almost like a Gunter Schlierkamp. Big Ramy will fall into that category. Could beat the champ. Could beat the champ if he puts it together like Gunter did once. Um, Probably deserved to 2 or 3 times. But the vast majority of the outings, it's just not even close. There's 5, 10 spaces in between, rightfully so. I should do a whole bodybuilding show every so often. I'll call my buddy Nick Trigili. Maybe we'll do some bodybuilding. Oh, he'll have me. Yeah, I think that'll be a fun one. He'll talk to me only about bodybuilding, and I'll talk to him about MMA. We'll try and trip each other up. Ahmed, do you ever have any diets for gaining weight? Ahmed, 100% we do. We have multiples. If you go to the dolcediet.com right now, you join our 12-week online personalized diet and exercise program, you will be put onto a program to gain weight, gain strength, gain muscle, increase performance, also get healthier. That is at thedolcediet.com. Ours is the most successful diet and exercise program ever devised, available online, completely personalized to you on your mobile, on your tablet, on your laptop. Everything you need is in there. Everything is designed for you to answer your question. Ahmed. So, and here's how it goes. You sign up at thedolcediet.com, you pick the 12-week program, start with the 8-week living lean plan, and then you put in your personal information, your age, your height, your weight, your gender, your work history, your exercise experience, your training goals, and quite a few other questions. And then you hit your goal set. What do you want to do? I want to gain weight. I want to gain strength. I want to improve performance. I want to, improve energy. All of that changes your algorithm, and your program is specifically tailored for you based upon my team, the information that we put together, my team of registered dietitians and exercise physiologists and certified trainers, all coming together to make sure that each program is perfect. But then we took that the rule engine, as you will, and we work with our amazing tech team to turn it into the exact algorithm, the exact program, and that's kind of outside of my scope. So we took the health science, they took the web science, we combined it together. So when you go to the dolcediet.com and you do sign up for that 12-week online personalized program, you get the best program for you by far. You'll likely, we have the beast mode program, which is just like a power bodybuilding program. We have a power deadlift program, which is more specific to powerlifting. And the third program, it's a push pull. It's a push pull split, which is great for all athletes looking to improve off season strength and size and muscle growth. That's all at thedolcediet.com. If you use promo code thank you, you'll save 20%. Anybody listening right now will save 20% with promo code thank you. And I just made that up right now. And the team will be mad because Dolce's given discounts again, and we hardly ever do give discounts. You never see them promoted. I mention them here on these YouTube lives every so often. So you'll save 20% at thedolcediet.com should you choose to do so. Jay Hybrid says, opinion on maltodextrin, and is it good to mix with whey? Most maltodextrins are in powdered products. It's very common. Let's look at this one right here. And lecithin also. So there's different forms of maltodextrin, and you can get a completely synthetic form. You can actually get a non-GMO, organically sourced maltodextrin, which costs a little bit more. You can tell the non-GMO maltodextrin companies, or the labels that have it, the companies that use it, typically make better decisions with all nutrition. That's one of the things that we certainly know. Boxing is amazing for weight loss. Yes, it is. I like the martial arts. Jay Hybrid, how much stimulus is needed to promote muscle growth? Just enough. Budo, hey, I'm from Malaysia. How can I enter the UFC? Contact Sean Shelby or Mick Maynard. Find them on social media. They're the ones. Louis Morales, how do you get twice the amount of calories in on refeed days without overdoing it on calories per meal? More meals and more calorie dense foods. That's all. Um, a couple more glutton sessions, of course. Chris Shield, hey Mike, I've been following your principles of 3 weeks to shredded and I'm on day 3 and down 6 pounds. So Chriselle just started our 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. Day 3 is already down 6 pounds. Chriselle lost 6 pounds in 3 days. 3 weeks to shredded was designed to lose up to 21 pounds in 21 days, as the world's greatest athletes do. And the Dolce Diet is the only team with a 100% success ratio for over 20 years, preparing the world's greatest athletes for weight loss oriented sports. That being said, Chriselle is down 6 pounds in 3 days, well above our goal, which is to lose 21 pounds in 21 days. Not everybody does. Some lose more, some lose less. Individual results may vary, but Chriselle's down 6 pounds in 3 days at thedolcediet.com. You can use promo code thank you. Thank you, all one word, and save 20% right now. Right now. Good for you, Chriselle. And then the question is, can I substitute tofu for eggs in the egg scramble? Can't eat eggs due to a sulfur allergy. I'm not a huge fan of tofu. I'm not going to tell you not to, but you can't eat the eggs. I would probably have a piece of salmon instead. That's all. I would just have a 4 ounce, 2 to 4 ounce, depending on your meal size, 2 to 4 ounce cut of a wild caught salmon, and you should be good to go. That would be better than tofu for sure, for sure. Ahmed, how long would it be to take for me to become flexible? A lifetime, my friend. I'm still working on being flexible, and I do mobility work 20 minutes a day, and minute one always fucking feels like I've never done it my entire life. When I get it, I'm 42 years old, man. My body's been in so many, proverbial car wrecks in my life. Played football, played lacrosse, wrestled for 10 years, powerlifted, competed in amateur boxing and mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu competition. I'm a lifelong combat athlete since like the pee-wee days, right? 8 years, 9 years old, soccer and football and all that shit. My body's so beat up and banged up, and I think I do a great job at 42 years old of really making sure I'm flexible. I can get down into a full split. Takes me a little time. I can get down into a full split, which I credit to my powerlifting days and always squatting to full depth or greater. But that being said, Ahmed, to circle back, man, it's a whole lifetime. It's a whole lifetime. Josh, thank you for changing the rewind feature. You are the man. We're trying, we're working here. We got a great team at YouTube that's been very supportive. Jason Myers, thank you. You got it, Jason. Carlos Ruiz, what is your opinion on bison meat? Yeah, can I have some, please? Share. Puff puff pass, choo choo pass. Yeah, if you can give me some wild caught bison meat, we'll be best friends. So, Cal, Seth, what's up, Dolce? How are you? I'm crushing it, Seth. How about you, Mike Lee? By focusing on back muscles, will my biceps and chest muscles develop on their own? I feel like from a long-term perspective, focusing on back and leg muscles is the key. You're 100% correct, but you do need to touch them up a little bit individually. Xander, hey, what's up, man? Just joined. I guess it sits up. Guess sit-ups work well. The most fat people got is on their stomach. Sit-up is a good strengthening. Core work, we'll say specifically, is it's excellent because if you once you get to a low level of body fat, you got to be able to see the muscle and you got to train it. Alex Gomez, how do you get your purified water? Do you just use Brita and stuff like that? How do you add electrolytes? The electrolytes primarily come through our food sources. All in all, but competitive circumstances or ultra heat circumstances, working outdoors, some of our clients do, and we have law enforcement, emergency responders, military operators. So we have slightly different protocols for them, but by and large, your food, wide variety of whole food sources should give you all the electrolytes essentially that you need. And then water, I use bottled water. I get purified bottled water here. Nestle Pure Life is a highly rated version of bottled water. We do have a Brita filter at my house sitting on top of the counter next to our sink. We have a built-in under sink water filtration system. So you press the little button, you get your purified water, your alkaline. I'd never use the alkaline, just the purified. I live in Las Vegas. It's Death Valley, so we struggle out here. Anthony, good. Almost afternoon, Mike. That's right, Anthony. Good to see you, my friend. It's 11:59. It's almost there. Chriselle, last question. On day 3 and feeling a little drained and more hungry between meals and snacks, should I increase food intake? Nope, don't do anything. This is your body settling in. Most of the time, it's the old you dying. The first 4 days, and this is important, Rochelle, the first 4 days of 3 weeks to shredded are fixed. The first 4 days are very similar days to each other. What you're doing, we're taking control of your metabolism. We're improving your digestive environment. We're allowing your body to adapt from the old you, your old life that you were living that got you to the point that you decided I need to go to the dolcediet.com and I need the direction that this meal plan, this program will give me. So you're going through the first 3 days on day 4 of this program, and that's what's happening right now. It's the old you dying in many ways. I went through it when I did it a few 2 months or so ago now. Our athletes go through it the first couple of days. What you'll typically notice by day 5 to 7 is holy shit, there's so much food here actually. There's so much food here. I'm almost full all the time. This is a lot of food. You'll also notice on 3 weeks of shredded that we waive the calories. You'll have high calorie days that are almost double a low calorie day. And also we waive the macronutrients, the protein, the carbs, and the fats. So just continue, stick with it. Don't add any more, and just give it a couple more days. You're down 6 pounds in 3 days. Fucking awesome. Awesome. Take photos. Please take photos. Please take photos. Hawk, what's up, Hawk? Another day, another lesson. I appreciate that, my friend. Seth caught yesterday's video. Green tea is both caffeine and EGCG. Great combo for the fat loss. Seth, exactly. Kirsten, what's up, Kirsten? Hey, Mike, made weight last weekend using your water step method and 30-minute nightly bath. Tips from your lose 10 pounds by the weekend video. Awesome advice. See that? Free, actionable content. Actionable content. When it came time to fight, no one showed up for my weight class. Ended up having to fight someone in the next weight class up. That sucks. Even though my situation wasn't about someone missing weight, whether on purpose or not, I appreciate how you say even a few pounds extra really makes a difference when you cut weight and then fight someone heavier. Kirsten, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's an advantage to the opponent, a disadvantage to you. And if you guys, everybody here listening right now on YouTube, give me a thumbs up if you like the content, if you appreciate the free, usable, actionable content, or just give a thumbs up because you like the crappy humor that we spit out for you guys. Viva, can you comment on Max Holloway suffering a mini stroke due to a bad weight cut? Is that what they call it now? I haven't seen any report called a mini stroke other than your statement. So I'm not going to, I can't really account for that. But what I can say is I've heard from many people behind the scenes that said it was not good. It was not good in many different ways. And Max can't be blamed in many ways because Max was doing what he was told. Doing what he was told. And that's a scary thing because he was, yeah, I can't say too much. I shouldn't say too much, but it's nasty stuff, man. Behind the scenes is just, it's deplorable. It's fucking deplorable. Gym time for supersets, then spin bike. Hell yeah, Hawk. Kirsten, thumbs up. Viva says George Lockhart is responsible. Is that a news story that came out that I missed? I'll go and look at it afterwards. I can't really comment. It wouldn't be fair to comment without, and knowing anything, but it's just it's deplorable. It's disgusting. It's terrible what's happening. How these athletes are being taken advantage of and hurt. Their health, their lives literally are at stake. Hey, Mike, I got 200 grams of blueberries yesterday for lunch. You mentioned them a lot, and I got to say, they are like sweets. They're the best things ever. Hashtag not keto. I'm helping my friend train for a 4-man carry. He competes tonight. What can I supplement to help him besides grip and leg explosiveness? I'm helping my friend to train for a 4-man carry. What can I supplement to help him, man? Nothing. He's competing tonight. You just got to get his mind right. Make sure he's hydrated, ready to go, well-fed, not overfed, and let him do his thing. What do you think about eating a pizza once a week? How about eating a pizza once a day? How about eating a pizza once a meal? You eat a pizza once a week, you're going to get fat, man. Come on. You know you're going to get fat. And if that's okay with you, then I'm not going to tell you what to do. What are your goals? And maybe that's your earned meal. If that's your earned meal because you're already walking around at 9% body fat, 182 pounds at 5'11", you're already just fucking crushing your life. You're already in just amazing shape. Your blood work looks absolutely awesome. You're an amazing person, completely engaged spouse and parent, awesome member of your community. Fuck yeah, do what you want to do. Love it. High five. I'll buy you a piece of pizza. I'll buy you a whole pizza delivered to your house. But if you're 20 pounds overweight, you're struggling with borderline blood pressure issues, and your AC1 values are starting to slowly creep up, and you kind of have like irregular, bowel issues, and you don't really sleep well at night. No, man, you shouldn't be eating a fucking pizza. Get your shit straight first. You don't deserve it. You haven't earned it yet. Oh, Dolce, you got to live a little. No, you got to live. Live. You got to live a lot. You got to live a lot. Get your shit straight now. Take 3 months, take 6 months. Get your fucking life in order. And then have a pizza whenever you fucking want or deserve your pizza. That's fine. I don't care about that shit. But most people, they act like they're so perfect, and not you specifically, act like they're so perfect and so helpful, um, or accomplished with their goals, but they're not. And we deal with this every day, and that's the kind of tough talk I like to give. But if you're crushing it, dude, eat your pizza. Um, Seth says, I think Dana needs to stop going after Shab and go after Zero Integrity George. I'm sure. Viva, what is your take on intermittent fasting 4 days out of the week? I think it's terrible. I think it's ridiculous. Why would you do that? And what do you mean by intermittent fasting? I have to back it up and add context. Do you mean by fasting 8 hours while you're sleeping? I think it's great. Do you mean by fasting 9 or 10 or 11 hours or 12 hours fasted? I think that's great. Do you mean fasting like 14 or 16 or 20 hours? I think you're getting a little crazy. I think you're getting a little crazy here. Why are you only allowing yourself to eat for 6 hours out of a 24-hour period? Why is that? And are you now able to digest and utilize all the nutrients that you're consuming during that abbreviated window? Are you overloading your digestive system with that much bulk matter that needs to be processed? Are you overloading your system, thereby creating deficiencies simply because you're dogmatically choosing to eat during a 6-hour window because some podcast host or some meme popped up on Instagram that told you to do that? We need to think bigger. Bum, bum. Viva, no, no. Performance, a lot of questions. Let me answer. Sorry. What's your take on answer that? Performance, eat a healthy pizza, not a typical store bought. That's if you're going to eat pizza, I agree with that. Viva says, SoCal Seth, totally agree. Zero integrity. George is ruining the sport. Tempesta says, Dolce, answer my question before I throw a Kit Kat at you. I don't see your question, man or woman. What's your question? I don't know your question. I didn't see it. So if I jumped over it, I apologize, but I didn't see it pop up. Mert, I'm on a diet and I ate pizza after a long time and felt like shit the next day. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Pizza once as a meal, only if it was a Ninja Turtle. There you go. Viva fasting 16 to 18 hours. I'm not really a fan of that 6 to 8 hour window. Maybe once a week, 4 days a week. No. Hector Dolce, just want to say that I love your mindset and admire how you lead your family in this health and longevity lifestyle. You're my role model. Thank you for everything that you do. Hector, I appreciate that, man. I'm just doing my best with the information that I have. That's all we can do. That's why I try and give you as much of this information as I can because I have access to the world class information, working with world class athletes and Hollywood celebrities and heads of state, right? We work at that level, at the world class level. We work with people and teams and systems that have access to all of the best of everything. Then I come back and I'm telling you guys, this is what's working. This is what we're doing. This is where we're seeing all of our success. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Hector. Mert, I appreciate your time and answers, Uncle Mike. Let's go, champ. I appreciate that, Mert. Thank you, because I do love giving you guys all this valuable free time every day. It's an hour of live free where I just come on. I answer your questions. Holy shit! How many other coaches in my position at my level just come on here and just every fucking day just hammer questions for free that I could easily charge hundreds of dollars for to answer each person, which we do. Actually, go to dolcedietshop.com and set up a consultation with one of our team members. But I love to come on here and just share with you guys for free because you need, hopefully, something I say will inspire you to do more research, that you figure it out for yourself and you implement it in your life and you live the rest of your life better and healthier. That's why I come on in here every fucking day. Nan, hey, Mike, with your help and Faras's program, your Mind for Fitness video, I've lost 15 kilograms by dieting and training every day in the morning and BJJ class. Thanks a lot. I'm so happy and so proud. Love Coach Faras. He's amazing and happy that our nutrition and his training program has been so successful for you. Frank, why do people hate on a vegan diet, especially a well-planned one that's based on whole foods? Frank, because they don't understand it. I never hate on vegan diets. I love vegan diets. I am an omnivore, but even so, 90% of my diet is plant based. I don't know. I think it's ignorance and ego confirmation bias. Usman, where can I find your water cut program? Usman, go to thedolcediet.com. Sign up for our 4-week, 3 weeks to shredded program. You get a bonus week that walks you through the 21-day weight cut our world class athletes use. And it's personalized and tailored specifically for you. Every ingredient, every meal, every recipe, and weekly grocery that's completely available for you on your phone, on your laptop, on your iPad, everywhere you go, plus a complete personalized training program, every exercise, every set, every rep with video tutorials you can click on in the gym. Oh, that's what a Jefferson squat is, and right to work. We have a database of over 200 additional recipes, 200 additional exercises, leaderboards and forums, and so much more. That's my suggestion. That's where it is. And it's all at thedolcediet.com. And if you use promo code thank you, all one word, you'll save 20% off right now. Right now. Right now. Dave, Jeezy in the house. One more time. What's up, Dave? Love these daily sessions, Dolce. The Dolce Diet reigns supreme. No pills, no powders, no potions. Boom, Dave. Thank you, sir. Mike Sullivan, opinion on concentrated trace minerals added to reverse osmosis water. I think that gets a little too fancy. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying some science will support it, but practical use, I haven't really seen any additional benefit. Not saying that there isn't. I haven't seen any. I think you have to be so fucking compliant in every other aspect of your life to get to that level. Some people, that's all they do, and then they eat nachos, or they go and they have a couple cocktails with friends. If you're having a couple cocktails with friends, you don't need to be taking trace minerals. You need to stop having cocktails, get your fucking diet right and your lifestyle right, and then with the last 3% of your time and energy, then you can focus on that area. That's my opinion. What's a good substitute for cake other than fruit? Toasted sprouted grain bread. Listen to me. Lean forward. Sprouted grain bread. Put it in the toaster oven. Take it out nice and crispy. Cut off the edges. Almond butter. Mmm, delicious almond butter. Chocolate hazelnut butter on the other piece of toast. Mmm, delicious. Take a banana. Banana's long, right? Slice the banana in half and then slice it long way, like a layered cake, and take those slices, put it on top of the warm, toasted, sprouted grain, no crust, almond butter, chocolate hazelnut butter, toast. Put it together like a sandwich, cut it into quarters, and eat that motherfucker. You will have an orgasm, most likely. So be careful. Have a towel or some Kleenex around. It's that fucking good. Kills the cake craving. Warm and soft and crunchy, and it's bread, right? And then it has this sweet. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Um, Uncle Mike, any tips on asking a smoking hot girl out on a date? Well, how old are you and how old is she? I'm assuming you're consensual adults, and I'm assuming you already have a good relationship. We don't want you to be a creeper, but the best way is to be very respectful and very confident and very forceful in your presentation of what you're trying to get across. We've all had that feeling of asking a pretty girl out and we don't know how it's going to go. It's like the anticipation of Christmas morning when you're a little kid. You're nervous and excited all at the same time. It feels the same, but the only thing that works is being honest and forthright and just walking straight up to her and saying who you are, and hopefully there's some sort of banter that you can create. And I'm not going to tell you what banter to create, but something very honest and open. Allow yourself to be completely open and relaxed. And if you're a little nervous and if you're a little clumsy, that's fine. But you're confident enough to walk up to her and ask her anyway when all those other fucking turds around her aren't. You're the man in the room, even if you are a little fumbly and a little nervous and second guessing yourself, 20 guessing yourself so many times. You're the one that had the balls to walk up to her. But be ready to go, man. Have clean shoes. It's important. Girls notice your fucking shoes. This is a tip, a pro tip right here. Girls look at your fucking shoes, and they don't have to be new shoes. They don't have to be expensive shoes, but they do have to be clean shoes. They have to be well maintained because a girl will judge you by your shoes. It's this weird fucking psychological phenomenon. They will judge you by your shoes and how you take care of your shoes. And somehow, the way you take care of your shoes is the way that you take care of everything else in your life, which makes them feel more comfortable being around you because this is a dude who takes care of his shit. That's very compelling to females. Very compelling in a good as it is to males also. You don't want a girl whose life is a fucking mess and a wreck, but this is something, and I've spoken with a lot of women about this, and it's odd how it comes up very much in conversation. Shoes being on point. Make sure you're on point. You're putting your best foot forward. I'm sorry. Viva says, can you go further? Why fasting long periods is bad for you? Thomas DeLauer says that fasting is good for creating HGH higher levels. Well, ask Thomas DeLauer if actually taking HGH is good for increasing HGH levels. It's not going to fucking happen by fasting, right? People need to get their fucking diets and lives straight first. Not these fucking bullshit 4 hour, 6 hour fucking fasting, keto fasting windows. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Stop promoting disordered eating programs. You can make just as much fucking money or even more, Thomas. Trust me. You can make a shit ton more money telling people the fucking truth of what really works. That's where you'll make way more money, homie. Way more money. I don't know. And Tom's probably a good dude. We'd probably fucking be buddies if we sat down. But I hate that shit. And Dr. Eric Berg and all the fucking bullshit. Because I know what it is. I know what it is, right? Right? I know what it is. I know what it is. Keywords, SEO, click funnels. You know, I know what you're doing. I know. We know, right? We know what it is. So just do it with good content. Don't do it with that pseudo fake fucking content. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So that shit pisses me off, obviously. Alf Graham, yo, Mike. Hope you are well. I'm back doing UFC Fit again, but I have to work out in the morning due to work. Should I eat before as I find my energy is low? I would, and I would blend it. I would blend my breakfast bowl and I would blend it, drink half before the workout, hopefully at least 30 minutes before the workout, and I'd finish the rest right after. Oh shit, Dolce, you missed my question again. The Kit Kat is coming at you now. Thanks for your content, my man. Respect. Tempesta, I appreciate that. Thank you. Zach, favorite steakhouse in Vegas? Um, I would say it's not exactly a steakhouse, but I'll go to my good buddy Joe, Chef Joe, and I say Jardin at the Win. Um, that's the last best grass-fed steak I've had in Vegas outside of my home. Juan, hey coach, always support from Argentina. Can you recommend me some pre-workouts for my jiu-jitsu sparring? Um, what's up, Juan in Argentina? I appreciate you being here, my man. Before jiu-jitsu, I would have one whole orange and half an avocado, probably about 30 minutes before training. You'll be good, bro. Jiu-jitsu rolls, got it. Zach, is it gay to do a full body shave one time a week? No, not at all. Not at all. I know very hetero men that do that, which it just doesn't feel nice. It feels gross. I remember one time in high school, I shaved my legs for wrestling. So, to be more slippery. It was the worst week of my life. I couldn't, my legs, oh my God, they drove me nuts, my legs. They were so dry and painful and looked fucking stupid. Looked stupid to me, in my eyes, anyway. And that's what matters. If it makes you feel good, enjoy. If it makes you feel fucking stupid, nope. Usama, best way isolate we can get for MMA training, the Dolce Way Pro coming soon. We're at about the T minus 4 weeks. Hopefully, it looks like right now, hopefully by end of August, we might go pre-order here soon. But the Dolce Way Pro, cold process, cross flow, micro filtered, non-GMO, sugar free whey protein isolate. Mert, is there a strength and conditioning training for combat fighters at the Dolce Diet? Absolutely, there is. You want to come and train with us, with our team of coaches or our athletes, just email support@thedolcediet.com. We'll tell you more. It's not on the schedule. Alf Graham, thanks, bro. You got it. Andrew, hey, Dolce, how do you feel about grass-fed ground beef? I eat about 2-3 times a week. I'm fine with that. Best option available. Usama, big support from Morocco. Been watching your stuff lately and loved it. Usama, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We are here to help. Performance optimized. Check deeper how it affects HGH and in what ways. Increased HGH does not mean higher muscle growth by default. Basically, in context of fasting, it helps preserve muscle, not build. That's good stuff right there. Guys and girls, I appreciate you all for being here, my YouTube friends. Remember, go to thedolcediet.com right now. Join that 4 or 12-week online weight loss program. Why wouldn't you get in the best shape of your life? Best shape of your life at thedolcediet.com. Personalized, tailored nutrition and exercise. Boom, immediately accessible for you. And use promo code thank you, all one word. You'll save 20%. My gift to you. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you don't already. Click on notifications so you know when we do go live. Usually I try and do it around 11 a.m. Pacific Standard, Monday through Friday, and even come in on the weekends and neglect my family so I can talk to you guys, which hopefully you appreciate that too. Give a thumbs up if you like this video, if you like any of the content that I'm giving out, or at least you see that I'm attempting to give you guys as much honest, actionable, usable information as I can. That's what I'm here to do. I'm just here to help share this information with you guys. And until next time, boom. There we go. There we go. My good friends at the Mike Dolce Show podcast. Boom.